Alright, I'm gonna try to go live again. I feel like I should put on some like frequency music in the back. Let's go get my book. Maybe my book is getting there. Yes. Okay, so I'll be reading All About Love. So really why I'm doing this is so I can practice reading out loud. So I can practice being perceived, being seen, all of that. It's exposure therapy. Yeah. And I don't know. All right. Oh, and then may I say, Amani is often on live, the healer. She's also a Virgo. I think very, very highly of her. And yeah, so I kind of feel like a little sister. Also reading, or not reading, just being on live. Okay, I am nervous. So, All About Love. Last Christmas, not this past Christmas, but the Christmas before, I think that was the year I got my Christmas gift to people was just getting them the All About Love book, which I actually heard about and found out about by recommendation of the Hood Healer, Amani Cohen. And yeah, it's been great. I don't think I've made it past page 93, but my best friend Brenda, that I've known since technically September 2005, but I consider 2006. We met in 6th grade, and actually I feel like we just kept kind of accidentally sitting next to each other at the assemblies. And then I eventually needed someone to sit by at lunch, and I tried to sit with the white girls at first because I was adopted by a white woman and she dated a white man that worked with a white man that had a daughter in my same grade. So I had technically met her. Needless to say, I did not sit with them white girls for long. And then I eventually went and sat with Brenda. Brenda is Mexican. She's from Mexico. And Adriana too. So I sat with them. Then I eventually sat with the black girls. And then I honestly don't really feel like they sat that far from each other anyways. It was those long tables. Anyways, my best friend Brenda, I got her this book, and she said that she was going to try to read 2 pages a day, and I'm going to do that too. I have been reading Oneness for a while by Rasha, which is also a recommendation from the Hood Healer. This is the best book I've ever read in this current time. And it's the best guide that I could have motherfucking had for this time. Here I'm on page 281, 282. And it's really been beautiful because I've been reading this for at least 9 months, maybe a year. And I don't read every day. It's something that I've been trying to get into. I actually have a whole stack of books over there. And then I have a stack in my car that I was going to take down the road to read if I got bored. Down the road is the country. And anyways, this is the one that I've actually got into the most. All About Love was the first one I actually started reading. And it's beautiful and very cosmic and aligned, and I don't even have to try. But when I do pick up the book and read a page, bro, it be right. It's just what I need. It's right at the right time. And it's interesting because if I had just steamrolled through the book, I mean, I don't know that it would have applied the same. It's happened quite perfectly. So anyways, I'll eventually be reading from this book. I do think my reading from this book will be quite chunkier, though, because of the way that it's written. And then, so for the All About Love book, for the All About Love book, some of the sentences that I'm going to read, I might not inflect them the best way first, so I'll like go back and fix it. It's ideally, if people like the way I sound when I'm reading, great. If not, just understand that it's for my practice, and my biggest audience is myself right now. But yeah. Okay. So let's start. I feel like I just start where I started when I started reading today, but okay then. And is this the best angle? I don't know. Okay, I will start. Okay. Societies. Okay, I just gotta get oriented with myself first. When I'm nervous, I don't breathe as much. So, I have to be careful. Honestly, it would probably be easier if I started with the Tower of Christ, which was amazing. I really feel like the Eastern places just talk about it a little better. I might have a bias, obviously, though. The Tower of Christ I got from Cy Swoon. Really, really great. Like, I don't mind religion. I am grateful for its guide. I am grateful for its lessons. I am grateful for its stories. But what I was going to say. I might not, like, follow it strictly or adheringly, but I really appreciate the teachings and what it can inform in me. Sometimes it's better if I like start off like a random tip. So it's just almost like I gotta like jump in there. Society's collective fear of love must be faced if we are to lay claim to a love ethic that can inspire us and give us the courage to make necessary changes. I feel like I was on my phone for at least like 30 minutes before I actually did this. And I was having a beautiful morning. Rising before I did do this. Not that it became unbeautiful, but I wasn't on my phone at all yesterday as far as like social media. So I feel like in trying to pick up my phone to do the live, I lost a little of that like synergy of like not being on the phone. I originally had went to TikTok to get on live because I don't have many followers on there. So I was like, okay, less nervous, like not as many people to see me, but I guess you're supposed to have 1,000 followers on TikTok to be able to go live, or you have to request access otherwise. Don't really feel like doing all that, but I would like to get live on TikTok. It seems like the algorithm is just much more, there's more like stepping room, like you could go somewhere there. But Instagram, it just seems like I'm relegated to who follows me, and I don't think that many do. Never mind that many are engaged with my content. Like, I'm not really posting any content yet, but maybe I shall as time goes. I wish I hadn't broke my phone stand thingy because I got propped up in the window, bro. Should I get the sun on my face? Not really. Okay. Writing about the changes that must be made, Fromm explains, society must be organized in such a way that man's social, loving nature is not separated from his social existence, but becomes one with it. If it is true, as I have tried to show, that love is the only sane and satisfactory response to the problem of human existence, then any society which excludes, relatively, the development of love must in the long run, perish of its own contradiction with the basic necessities of human nature. See, it's chunky. That's okay though. Indeed, to speak of love is not preaching, for the simple reason that it means to speak of the ultimate and real need in every human being. To have faith in the possibility of love as a social and not only exceptional individual phenomenon is a rational faith based on the insight into the very nature of man. Like, I don't know if I could have read that more sanely, probably, but jeez. Faith enables us to move past fear. We can collectively regain our faith in the transformative power of love by cultivating courage, the strength to stand up for what we believe in and to be accountable both in word and deed. I don't think I want to read this right now, but I'm glad it's my first live.